All right, tonight we have a beer from Guinness, as a matter of fact. It's Guinness Extra Stout. Now, this is not the original, authentic Guinness Extra Stout. This is the Guinness Extra Stout that's actually brewed in Canada. Yeah, 5% alcohol by volume. It's an Irish dry stout, and the Extra Stouts are a little bit higher on the ABV than the, I guess, the Guinness Draft, which is usually around, what, 4%, 4.5%. Very low ABV kind of beer. This one is brewed by Labatt in Canada. Now, I've never had any of the Labatt beers, the actual Labatt beers. I may have a long time ago in my college days, but I've never gotten into the gutter with the Labatt stuff. I shouldn't say that because it makes me sound like the biggest beer snob in the world, when in reality I'll drink anything, quite frankly. And I didn't give Michelob Ultra such a bad review. If you look at my Michelob Ultra review, I wasn't snobby with that one, so, to each his own. This is under license, though, from Arthur Guinness, Son and Company, so it is done with permission of Guinness. If it wasn't, then I wouldn't be drinking this right now because there's no way that would be illegal. They use their Labatt Pale Ale base, which is added to the unfermented but hopped Guinness wort. So the authentic Guinness wort, I guess, comes in from Ireland, and they kind of mix it with whatever they got going on in Canada. And the back here says, brewing perfection for over 200 years. The unmistakable deep dark color, the rich, rewarding flavor, the crisp, refreshing bite, a living legend, pure beauty, pure Guinness. So we're going to open her up here. This is a Bomber, 1 pint, 6 ounces. And we're pouring her into an English pint glass, which is pretty authentic for this style of beer. Pour into a Donnybrook Stout glass, as you can see. We got the black stout pour that we're used to with Guinness. I don't think I've reviewed any Guinness beers yet. I'm pretty sure I haven't. It gets a thin head on here. By the way, a 77 on Beer Advocate, which is pretty good. An 80 on Rate Beer, which is pretty good. Not really where the original Extra Stout is. The original Extra Stout, by the way, comes in at 6%. This is 5%. And the ratings are, I believe, in the upper 80s to 90s on both Beer Advocate and Rate Beer. So let's get the aroma, or not the aroma. First, we got to look at the head here. It's about a half a finger of head. It's a nice dark stoutish pour, authentic clear cut stout. We'll get the aroma now. It is getting a very faint, maybe a very, very small malty hint of chocolate. Very, very subtle kind of hints to this beer. Let me see how fresh this is, although I don't see a born on or drink by date on here, so I'm assuming they're good, hopefully. Now, the place I buy bottles from is usually supermarkets, so I don't really trust them as far as definitely keeping the freshest beers in the world. There are already beers that haven't been so fresh, but I haven't really seen Guinness Extra Stout out very much there, and it's only about $2.25 for a bottle. So let's get the taste now of Guinness Extra Stout. Definitely getting more of a bite to this beer than the regular Irish dry stout. Very very malty, very burnt burnt kind of sensation to this beer, smoked kind of sensation. And I can kind of taste the purity of the water is not probably quite European style. That's just kind of nitpicky with this. Yeah, it is a very burnt sensation. I kind of like it. It's not quite up there as far as other stouts go or porters. But I definitely like it better than Guinness Draft, which I just think is basically nothing. I'm going to go ahead and give Guinness Extra Stout, I'll give this a 6.5 out of 10. Just a little bit of a stale kind of smell to this beer, a little bit of just not enough malt, caramel, chocolatey kind of forward smell that I would like with my dry stouts. It's a little bit off, but solid for what it is, and to be made by Labatt, they could have screwed it up a lot more. So 6.5 out of 10 Guinness Extra Stout. And you know what? $2, $2.50 for a pint and 6 ounces is not bad at all. Thanks.